Hello, beautiful friends. I am outside with my dogs, sitting under one of my very favorite giant pine trees. It's just so beautiful. There's something about pine trees and the soft needles that drop and the scent they put out. I just love them, and I'm so blessed that we have some really beautiful ones here in the Midwest. I know out west and on the northern northwest and other places they're so abundant, but here we do have some really pretty pine trees and firs and blue spruces, and I really just love those. Hello, Leo. Here's Leo. Wherever I go, my dogs are not very far. I'm sitting here today by myself. I just cleaned the house a little bit, swept the floor, and did the dishes. And it is my husband and my 30-year anniversary today. 30 years ago, we got married in my mom and my stepdad's beautiful garden. They had a Victorian farmhouse that they redid and put gingerbread accents around the front porch, and then my mom had a beautiful garden in the back and with a beautiful arch, and so we had about 75 people in the garden. And we contacted a local university and their music department, and we got a flute, a cello, and a violin, and played Pachelbel's canon. I really wish that I was a guest at my own wedding. And then when we got married, right after that, a big breeze blew through. It was a beautiful evening, October 1st, and just a very beautiful day in my mom and Mike's garden, and then we had a dinner reception afterward. One of my favorite moments was after the wedding on the patio. My dad did a champagne toast to Bill and me and everybody, and it was just a really special gathering. I really liked that 75 the people. The bigger dinner reception was wonderful. And it was special too, but I think it could have been just maybe the 75 in the garden. But that's just my preference looking back. Maybe some light hors d'oeuvres, or it was just. And again, my mom and we didn't even have a plan B. It was no tent. We hoped that it was going to be a beautiful evening in the garden. And it was, and I guess we would have all crammed in her farmhouse, and I would have walked down the farmhouse stairs into the hallway, but we didn't have to do that. 30 years has been quite a journey, lots of ups and downs and all arounds. We haven't given up. There have been wonderful years, and then there have been tough years. Like any long-term marriage, you have your highs and lows and a lot of just middle of the road. And we have been blessed to raise 4 children, older kids now, live near our family in the Midwest, and find a beautiful home out in the country that we so dreamed about for many, many years. And we took the chance. It was 22 years ago before that was really kind of a cool thing to do. And all of our friends and family kind of thought we were crazy, but actually my parents believed in us, and we did it. And basically what we said is, let's try it. And if we don't love it, then we can always change. So, and that's kind of how we've always been. And I think that's a good way to be, and hopefully teach our kids. So it's been a journey, and I feel very blessed that we're still together. This morning, my husband went to bed really early last night, and then woke up earlier than when I woke up because he commutes an hour and had a very early morning. So last night, before I went to bed, I packed his lunch like I always do. That's kind of my little thing that I like to do for my husband. He does commute, and I stay home, and it has worked for us. It's not been perfect. There's been a lot of, again, ups and downs, but that's what works for us, and that's what we decided. So I packed his lunch, a little package of chicken and carrots, an apple, and some mozzarella cheese sticks that he likes. And then I decided to tuck a little note in his lunch. He'll probably be getting it probably around now. And it just says, happy anniversary, 30 years. I just love the journey that we are on. And we've dreamed a lot of dreams, and a lot of them have come true and continue. And I just hope that our adventure continues. And that was my gift to him today, a little note on a piece of paper, scribbled at, 10 o'clock at night, tucked in his lunch. And I hope he appreciates it. And we'll see each other later today. It's my youngest son's last home soccer game. He's a senior, and their last home soccer game before they go into sectionals, which is about 40-minute drive, another school. So tonight is special. We've had a lot of anniversaries being October 1st at soccer games, and even my oldest, who is a college soccer player, we did that too. But tonight will be special as it is an end of an era. For 10 years straight, our three sons have played varsity soccer at the local high school. And boy, has it been a fun journey to be on. They've made some wonderful friends and had great coaches, not so great coaches. They've won a lot of games, lost a lot of games, but it's the journey, and I feel like high school sports has been very good for them, and has just benefited them in so many ways, being part of a team, being physically active and exhausted. I think that keeps kids out of trouble sometimes, and on the just super busy. And but as parents, we've been in the stands cheering for them for years, and we've made many friends. And I've had no social life. I haven't had to plan anything. We just show up and on the bleachers and sit together, eat nachos and hot dogs and popcorn and Chick-fil-A if we're lucky, and M&Ms, and just enjoy the beautiful evenings outside. The fall season here in the Midwest is usually beautiful weather. The full moon or the moon rises right above the team in the evenings. So we as parents are in the bleachers, and we watch the moon rise over the games. And it's pretty magical. And it's just something that we have enjoyed for 10 years. And that will be coming to an end this evening on our 30-year anniversary. Thank you so much for staying with me on this. I think that we all have stories to tell, and I love listening to stories, and I hope you enjoy mine too, and maybe can relate to some things and not to others. But I think that connects us. And, tell me that you like this, or say something about it that might have spoken to you in the comments. But so wrapping this up, 30 years anniversary, I basically gave my husband a note in his lunchbox. I need to go get him a card. I thought I'd gotten one at Trader Joe's, but I can't find it. So there's a little local flower shop in town that sells lean-in tree cards. They're just beautiful and very artistic. So I really hope to go find one of those. And we're going to go out to dinner at a little restaurant that we haven't been to in a couple weeks. We made reservations a couple weeks on a Saturday evening, so we'll celebrate together on a date night. That will be something to look forward to. It's been 30 years. I can't fit into my wedding dress anymore. My ring size has gone up a little bit, after having 4 kids and being 54 now instead of 24. But I was thinking today, what can I wear to celebrate? And I realized I still had my earrings, the earrings I got married in. So there they are. They're pearl drops. It's funny because they're the 1928 brand, which was really big back in 1994. The Victorian style was in, which really went well for our wedding. So my mom got these for me, and they are just a sweet little gold with a little rhinestone diamond and then 4 little pearls, which is so cool because we had 4 kids. So you never know what little things may end up meaning a lot. I love to look for like little signs and symbols and mystical and magical things. So that's all I have today is wearing my wedding earrings, the only thing I can fit into, which is totally fine. And we'll celebrate on the soccer bleachers with friends that we've made with parents, and we might not ever sit together in bleachers again like that. And it's a time that I've really cherished, and I will cherish tonight, and being together with them on our home bleachers, cheering on our home team with our kids playing. And those are special times that are coming to an end for me. And I know I will my son will move on, and we will move on into other things, but it's been a great part of our lives together. And I'm just glad that I shared this with you here, and that it's something I may have to look back on for always with this channel that's growing slowly. I'm just loving connecting with people who have found me, and I'm finding other people here that we just are sharing stories, sharing our wisdom and our knowledge and inspiration. So you have a wonderful day, and I'm excited to see what the day brings, and I will see you soon. Take care.